A Denver teacher was fired after an investigation found students were pressured to participate in same-sex kissing scenes during graded classroom skits. Parents questioned why students were repeatedly being paired for romantic kissing scenarios as part of a classroom assignment. Some viewed the same-sex pairing as evidence that the exercise drifted into social ideological territory. Some students testified they felt uncomfortable. One said she received a 0 after refusing to participate. After reviewing testimony from students, parents, and school officials, an administrative law judge recommended that the teacher, Jennifer Honka, be dismissed. The recommendation was then sent to the Denver Public Schools Board, which voted unanimously 7-0 to terminate her employment. More and more parents are asking who decides what values children are taught in school. That debate exploded recently after the U.S. Supreme Court ruled that Maryland parents must be allowed to opt their children out of elementary school lessons featuring LGBTQ-themed storybooks. Over the last several years, schools across the country have become battlegrounds over gender identity lessons, race-based curriculum, DEI programs, and whether schools should discuss certain social issues with their children at all. Supporters argue these topics help students understand the world around them, but parents often worry about lessons they believe conflict with their values. Others worry about restrictions on those discussions. Different concerns, same underlying issue. Who decides what children are taught? Because unlike adults, children are required legally to attend school. And that's why Americans are increasingly choosing to homeschool their children. Researchers estimate more than 3.4 million children are now homeschooled nationwide. That's nearly triple the rate seen before the 2020 pandemic. So when I apply my Autonomy First framework to compulsory education laws, my first question is, who has the authority to shape my child's worldview? Because the person affected by the decision should have to consent to it. And when it comes to raising children, I believe that person is the parent, not the state. That doesn't mean I break laws I don't agree with. Autonomy doesn't mean anarchy. But it is something I think society should consider when making laws and policies. I'm curious to know your perspective on this, and whether you think autonomy should be the first priority. Let me know your thoughts.